in my about 6 weeks or so in this business, spent $0 on marketing so far. I've been just straight man. It seemed very simple, you know. It took about maybe a total of 3, 4 hours of learning. But to be honest with you, by the next day I was making money. I ended up profiting in my first month in this business about 8 grand, a little bit over 8 grand.
Is this something you're doing full time now?
I'm now completely full time into this.
What are your goals for 2026 and beyond?
I'm gonna give it a range like 3 to 6 months. I want to be hitting that 20K number consistently, profit per month. I just feel like it's just the simplicity, right? I just feel like I would choose this over anything else.
All right, what's going on, everyone? This is Felix Wisniewski back again with another video. We're sitting down with another member of Flipping Medical Commodities University. He just got started literally not too long ago. I'm not going to steal the spotlight from him. Rahat, go ahead and let everybody know who you are, where you're from, and what you have going on for us today.
What's up, guys? My name is Rahat. I'm based out here in Brooklyn, New York. Started with Felix about a little over a month ago, maybe about 6 weeks or so. And yeah, I started and it's been going great so far, to be honest.
Cool.
Great business.
I think actually I'm about to look on my phone.
Yeah,
I think the day you got started was, it looks like we first spoke December 11th. So you haven't even been doing this, not even 2 months yet.
not yet.
Okay, cool. Now you've seen this on TikTok, is that correct? That's how you first seen my
That's,
stuff?
that's correct.
And I'm sure you've seen, I imagine this isn't the first thing you've seen where you can make money online or you can start a business or, ways like a business opportunity. What about this kind of stuck out opposed to other things? Like what kind of, piqued your interest about this?
Yeah, man. The thing is, when I was scrolling, I saw your video. You kind of gave a little information about it, and I was kind of like, it seemed very simple, you know? So that's kind of like what attracted me to it. I know a lot of other things is a lot very complicated and often requires like a lot of startup costs, stuff like that. And this one, I kind of saw it was very simple, and I thought, why not give it a shot? What do I have to lose?
Yeah, I always say when it comes to things that are out there, some work, most don't, and the ones that do work, either requires insane amount of time, insane amount of capital, or insane amount of skills.
Mhm.
And not to be biased, but I think this doesn't require any of those. Minimal
Absolutely.
time, minimal effort. As long as you follow, the steps given, pretty much anybody can go out there and make money. So we started working together. You got inside of the university, you got access to the information. As far as, the course and the information and the training, obviously it's something that brand new to you. What would you say is like the complexity level to learn it? Obviously, you have to learn certain things, but how maybe simple or easy was the information to comprehend, would you say?
For me, it took about maybe a total of 3, 4 hours of learning, if I have to be honest with you. And by the next day, I was making money. So this is kind of how it went for me. But that's because I really want to take action
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't wait around. I took the information and I tried to implement it right away.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, like what I'll say to you, man, is you went out there and made money instantly. I've seen some people, it takes them a month or so to get the ball up and running. For me, when I do things, for whatever reason, it always takes like a bit longer. Some people jump out the gate day one, day two, week one, week two, they're making money. Some people, it takes them maybe a week or two or a month or two to get it up and running. But it's kind of cool to see someone like you and what you've been able to do just because of, it's possible. You can go out there literally day one, day two,
Yeah,
and
man.
make money. No, so you made money basically day one, day two. Did you spend any money? A lot of people think that the only way to make money with this business is you have to, you know, put out bandit signs or, basically be out there on the corner letting people know that you're paying cash for diabetic supplies. Is that what you did, or did you like follow one of the free methods that I talk about?
Well, look, man, I'm sure that those are effective methods, and I may be implementing those soon as well. But I have so far in my about 6 weeks or so in this business, spent $0 on marketing so far. So I've been,
Incredible. Incredible. I mean, with that being said, people want to know
yeah,
what type of money have you been able to make? Let's just go ahead and talk about your first like 30 days or your first month. What
okay,
type of profit? You could talk about, if you know your numbers, you can explain everything, but let's talk about how much you spent, how much you made, how much profit. Just break the numbers down to us to the best of your ability.
sure, man. I ended up profiting in my first month in this business about 8 grand, a little bit over 8 grand. And I spent about 7,500 or so.
Hmm.
So just a little over a 2x I made on my money.
Incredible. And how many of these clients, just out of curiosity, are actually going to be like repeat? Are majority of these clients coming back? What does
Man,
that
I've
look
already
like?
done repeat with some of these guys already, to be honest, a few
Incredible.
times. So, uh, and it's a short span, so I expect a lot of them to keep repeating. I know it's only still a month or so in, a little over a month. So,
Hmm.
as they get their supplies or so, I, you know, will probably continue doing business with them.
Absolutely. I thought it was funny because I was telling you how that one lady, that one Christina, she did like 9 or 9,500. You're like, damn, I'm almost at the record. She did like
Yeah.
9,500 her very first month, and she holds the record. But you're like a close second. So you
Yep.
made about what 80? You said about 8,500 in profit?
Yeah, it was like around like 83.
83.
So yeah.
Incredible. And then, as far as, what type of what would you say about the community that we have? The Facebook group, access to me. I know, we were speaking pretty
Yeah.
frequently, at least in the beginning.
Yeah, man.
Now you kind of got everything under control, but I'm still here for you. What would you speak on as far as the community, like the Facebook group, the access to me and, my assistance? Can you speak on that?
Yeah, I'll definitely say the access to those things have been actually a great help for me. Whenever I've had a question, I just reach out to you, get on a call, or message, and you've always guided me in the right direction, right path. So that's honestly made this me transitioning into this business quite easy for me, to be honest. Because whenever I have a question, you have an answer for it. It's because you've been doing
Absolutely.
it for a minute, you
Yeah,
know?
dude, this is like I know this like the back of my hand. And just give some people that might be watching this, like, what were you doing before this? Is this something you're doing full time now? I
I'm
think,
now completely full time into this. Before this, I was working in sales actually.
okay,
So I was actually a door-to-door sales rep. So I kind of come from that background. So when I
okay.
transitioned into this, it actually felt kind of natural
Uh-huh. Like
because
talking to people and stuff like
yeah,
that.
I had some transitional skills that translated into this as well.
Okay, but as far as, this compared to door-to-door sales, what would you say? Like, is this just simpler, less headache? How would you compare it?
Man, I just say it's just so much easier, right?
Yeah.
Because even though I was doing well over there wasn't like the scalability aspect to it. Because I
Hmm.
know now that I've done my 8 grand in my first month, I know I want to scale this further. While in other jobs, I felt like I had a ceiling. So it's good to be in a place where I know I could just grow from here.
What are your goals? I mean, you were now in February. It's February 1st at the time of this video. What are your goals for, February, March, and 2026 and beyond?
Yeah, so I'll just put it out there. First month I did 8K. In February, I'm on track for 10K currently. The month's not over yet, but I have about like 2 more weeks until my second month concludes. So about 10K this month. But my goals are within the next, I'm gonna give it a range like 3 to 6 months. I want to be hitting that 20K number consistently per profit per month as I look to add more marketing. I've only been doing right now, but I want to move on. I want to do that and also add more marketing so just so I can, start having more leads and start buying more product and, scaling.
Incredible. And now, just to clarify, when you said the month's not over yet because it's February 1st, you're looking at the month as ending February 11th, right? Because you got started December
Yeah.
11th,
Yeah.
January 11th was concluded month one, then
Yeah.
January 11th to February 11th is what you're thinking as far as your 30-day run rate, and about in that time frame you're in about 10K a month profit. Okay, understood. Now, someone thinking about doing this, bro, someone sees all the other shit on the internet, drop shipping, Amazon FBA, all that nonsense. Like I said, maybe some of it works, most of it doesn't. They're thinking about doing this. They hear you jumped out the gate and doing 8K a month in their first month, which isn't guaranteed, but it's what's
Yeah.
possible. Dude, what would you say to them?
I would say this, man. Although, those business models work as well,
Hmm.
right? People make money doing it. I just feel like if you want to off the gate start making money, I just feel like it's just the simplicity, right? Just with how simple this business is, I feel like going in another avenue or so, you might just be overcomplicating yourself, especially if you're new to business. There's a much higher chance to fail or not go about things properly. But I feel like with the guidance that, like, for example, like you provided to me, And with the simplicity of the business, it's just so much easier to understand. And yeah, I just feel like I would choose this over anything else.
Absolutely. So look, there you guys go. That's Rahat. That's his first, 30, 60 days in the business. Bro, I appreciate you jumping on here with me. Maybe we'll run this interview back come like, June, July, August, or maybe even at the end of the year and see,
Yeah.
how
Let's
many
see how far
hundreds
I
of,
get.
how many hundreds
Yeah.
of thousands of dollars you've made in profit, right? A lot of people talk those revenue numbers. If you make
Now we're talking
300,000,
profit,
yeah, if you
profit.
make
Yeah.
300,000 a year
Yeah.
in revenue and you make 1% profit, that's nothing. So,
Yeah.
you spent you're basically making 50% profit margins, which is incredible. So that's Rahat out in Brooklyn, and we'll see you guys in the next video.